How's it going, everyone? I'm Gonzer, and today we're going to be reviewing episode 32 of Pokemon Journey / Pokemon 2019. Who knows what it's called? Celebi, A Timeless Promise, something like that. A timeless encounter, a timeless promise. It always has to do with time with Celebi. But anyways, guys, we got a new intro today, and a lot of people are hyped about that. I'm going to cover that in a separate video. So right now, this is just the review of episode 32, and I'll also quickly get out a video reviewing the intro there and talking about the intro. Okay, so the episode starts off, Go is going on vacation with his family. Hooray. But you see a lot is on Go's mind, and you see him kind of flash back to a time when he's sitting here with a sentient sunflower frickin' plant, sad, walking through, like on the road just outside of a forest. And we find out that he is in Hiawatha Town, the Johto region, which is Azalea Town, Azalea City. Can't remember if it's city or town, but it's town, Azalea Town. So they come here and they see this guy, and you find out Go kind of has a past with this guy. You know, that's the Sunflower from before. And, you know, they have like a friendly greeting, and he's kind of the caretaker here. He's like, yo, there's your place you're staying. And they go in to the place they're staying, and Go's parents immediately fall asleep. So Go's like, yeah, let's just go catch Pokemon. Okay? So we get this scene here where Go's like kind of walking out into the forest, and you see his younger self walk past him, and his older self just kind of fades away. You know, they framed this really awkwardly. I think they could have done this better, but whatever. We catch up with younger Go here, and younger Go is like, why'd my parents fall asleep like they did before, like they did in current time? And he's like, what do they expect me to do here in the middle of the frickin' mountains? Meh, meh, meh. But he sees a Hoot, he runs after it. Hooray. Sees a bunch of Pokemon in the forest. Oh, maybe Mew will be here. Probably not, dipshit. So anyway, he sees like a shadowy thing running around. He runs after it, and then what happens? Oh, he runs into another kid who's running after the same shadow. But, you know, Go thinks it's Mew, and this kid right here, Tokyo, we learn is his name, he thinks it's Celebi. And we find out that it was just Ghost 25. You thought it was Mew, you idiot. They basically both call each other idiots, and then they're just like, well, I guess we both had the same mistake here. We're both just a couple of J-Brones, right? Am I right? That's what happens. And he's like, yo, I am Tokyo from Tamba City. Alright, Tokyo. What's up with everyone being called Tokyo nowadays, man? And Go's like, I'm from Kushiba City. Hooray. And, so he kind of tells Go about Celebi. Go doesn't really know about Celebi here, but, you know, he learns about it, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna help you find it. We're gonna go looking for Celebi. Hooray. And you get a bunch of, you know, hijinks through the episode here. They, keep failing to find Celebi. They keep coming across other Pokemon, getting scared, running away, falling down, this, that. It's just a bunch of, you know, fluff. So he, Go, little rich kid here. By the way, these two their personalities are the exact same. They're both basically the younger Go, little weird autistic kids, you know, as you could probably have figured out by the fact that Tokyo here is like incessantly going after Celebi. But Go, being like the rich kid, he pulls out his magic little like hand computer thing. I don't know what it's supposed to be. I don't think it's supposed to be a Pokédex, but whatever. And they get info to like find Celebi, right? But no, they just run into more hijinks at the area where they go looking for the Celebi shrine. But, so Go is like, hey, Tokyo, I'll be right back. Like, we can't be going through this tall grass and stuff with, the way we're doing it. Like, they were just running into the tall grass. And, you know, Tokyo waits for, it is implied that he waited there for a long time, to the point he was worried that Go wasn't going to come back. But, he comes back with the sentient sunflower plant, and they're like, yeah, I always keep my promise. Me too. I always keep my promises too. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna frickin' do it. Yeah. And, you know, they cut through the grass. They don't find Celebi because, you know, it's really rare, and it's not gonna be probably hanging out in the grass. Okay? It flies. Whatever. Anyway, they go up to like this hilltop area, and they sit there and they look at the stars, and they kind of talk about Pokemon philosophy here, like, yeah, people think Starmie is an invader from space. And it sends up signals and stuff. Yeah, by the way, the sentient sunflower seed, apparently it just faints when the sun is down. when the sun goes down. I don't know. It kind of doesn't make sense because the next day he's just running around in the rain. But apparently it has to do with the sun setting, not the sun being out. But whatever. It's so trivial. You'd think that it would just depend on whether you can see the sun or whatever. But whatever. So they agree to meet up the next day. Yeah, we're friends now. Yay. And Go goes to that same hilltop, and he's like looking all worried. Did he oversleep? I even brought hot cocoa and star-shaped carrots and stew. And he just starts crying, losing his S-H-I-T, guys. Do you know what that spells? It spells shit. He's losing his shit, dude. He's sitting here crying, man. Look at him. Oh, God, I'm crying. His mom comes and finds him, so we find the scene from earlier, why he was depressed, what he was thinking about. And him and the sentient sunflower seed, it's implied they get brought back home by his mom. They go home, So we catch back up with Go in current time. So Go in current time is like thinking about it. He can't get it off his mind no matter what he does. He ran into this Ariados. He ran into it earlier when he was younger, I mean. So he unveils it from the grass this time, and it still reminds him of Tokyo, of like that time when Tokyo ditched him. Okay, but he does. What does Go do? He throws a ball, dude. That's Go's thing. He loves throwing the ball. See, it reminds him of Tokyo and all that. So he's like, yeah. So he gets a really, really retarded look on his face. Like, look at that shit. Wow. And then he throws a ball, and what does he do? He gets it. Oh, look. It's a pine cone. It's a pine cone. Pine cone 1. So pine cone 1 is right here, and Go's like, yeah, I remember a pine cone 1 when I was hanging out with Tokyo. I hate pine cone 1s. I'm gonna throw a ball at it. And he catches those 2 Pokemon this episode, and he's like, why can't I stop thinking about Tokyo? Meh. So he comes across the Celebi Shrine, without even really looking for it. And he sees that there's a note inside of it. And who's the note for? Oh, it's for him. I'm sorry I broke our promise, but I really did try to go to the forest on that day, but I was really sick. And then I didn't have a mouth, and I was running around still trying to look for you. It was really weird. And then I finally found the shrine and stuff, and I was like, Celebi, bring me back to the day when I was sick so I could fulfill my promise to go. You know what you could have done? You could have been like, hey dad or grandpa or whoever you living with, kid. You could have been like, hey, go and tell my friend to go over to this area and be like, hey, dude's sick. Sorry, he won't be here today. That's what you should have done. Oh, guess who just pops out of the forest here? It's Tokyo. And Tokyo's like, oh, there's so much I want to tell you. And he almost cries. Tokyo, it's funny because he looks kind of like B. I wouldn't think it'd be that bad of an idea to use him to introduce B. Say B is like his, or Bia, is that her name? Whatever, however it's said. Say use him to introduce her as his older sister or something. Because he does have a pretty close appearance to her. But anyway. Then he loses his face and he just walks towards Go, which creepy as hell, dude. He just has no face. They're just gonna walk toward each other and they're gonna spend eternity together. That's what's gonna happen. And then you see these Celebis just laughing about it, like, haha, Tokyo. I think it would be a dumb idea if Tokyo does not become a recurring character. Tokyo, I don't think he's a particularly great character, but they used a pretty solid episode here to introduce him, and he can be a rival for Go or even a rival for Ash, something. At least they have a backstory already done here, and you kind of already know who they are because they're kind of like Go. So a rival for Go would be more like it. Whenever they meet up, he goes, I have 52 Pokemon. And the other guy goes, well, I have 53. Something like that. But Go definitely needs a task beyond just catching Pokemon. Something more observable. I don't know. That's why they have Sakuragi Park, but I don't know. He's not competing against anyone. It doesn't really drive the story forward very well. I think they could figure out a way to maybe at least give him a side goal or something. But we shall see. So yeah, episode's passable. It's the best episode in weeks, I would say, and that's not saying much though, so don't think that's high praise. The last episodes, the last like 2-3 episodes or so have been like trash. I think it's the last 2 have been really bad, but that's what it is. That's how it goes, guys. So all of a sudden with Pokemon, especially like with this new intro, like it'll seem like Pokemon is horrible. It'll seem like Pokemon sucks. Like they'll really be stinking it up for a while, and then all of a sudden they'll just like have like just this information drop, and it'll just hype you up. That's how Pokemon always is. And like I said, we will cover that intro here shortly. But that is going to do it for today, guys. You guys can like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share. Guys, if you have like hundreds of followers on Twitter, share the damn videos. That would be very appreciated. This channel is going nowhere, and I know that there are multiple people who follow me who have quite a lot of followers on YouTube. If you want this channel to like keep going, that's how you get this channel going. The channel has been suffering lately. A lot of it is from not uploading, but the other part of it is people just do not share the channel. So sharing is very important. I would appreciate if you guys do it. But until next time, guys, peace out, cats.